For 2 decades, a figure has stood unwavering at the helm of one of Formula One's most formidable teams. Christian Horner was the face of Red Bull Racing, a leader whose presence became synonymous with the team's identity and ambitions. He wasn't just a team principal, he was the architect of a racing dynasty, guiding them from their first tentative race in 2005, a humble beginning that belied the greatness to come, to the pinnacle of Formula One, a journey marked by relentless pursuit of excellence and a hunger for victory. He oversaw the meteoric rise of Sebastian Vettel, nurturing his talent and guiding him to multiple world championships. And later he championed Max Verstappen, another prodigious talent who would redefine the limits of speed and skill on the track. Horner was the masterminding force behind eras of unparalleled dominance that not only shattered records but also redefined the very essence of the sport, setting new standards for performance and strategy. Under Horner's astute leadership, Red Bull transformed from what many perceived as a mere marketing project, an energy drink company dabbling in racing, into a true racing powerhouse, a force to be reckoned with that consistently challenged and often surpassed established giants like Ferrari and Mercedes, rewriting the narrative of Formula One. Key figures like the legendary Adriannewey, a design genius, joined the ranks, drawn by Horner's vision and the team's unwavering commitment to innovation. Together, they helped create a team widely known and respected for its groundbreaking innovation, its relentless pursuit of technological advancement, and its remarkable resilience in the face of adversity. The Milton Keynes factory, nestled in the English countryside, became a hub of engineering excellence, a place where dreams were forged and racing legends were born. This hub produced over 100 Grand Prix victories, a testament to the team's skill and dedication, and secured multiple world championships, etching Red Bull's name into the annals of Formula One history. Horner's leadership style, fierce, intensely competitive, and often uncompromising, became his trademark, defining his persona both on and off the track. This distinctive style made him a household name, instantly recognizable to fans around the world. His profile was further amplified, especially with the explosive rise in popularity of Netflix's Drive to Survive, which offered viewers an unprecedented glimpse behind the scenes. But as history has shown time and again, every dynasty, no matter how powerful, eventually faces a reckoning, a moment of truth that tests its foundations. The very same intensity and drive that fueled the construction of Red Bull's formidable empire, the relentless pursuit of victory at all costs, also, perhaps inevitably, sowed the seeds of internal conflict, creating tensions that would eventually bubble to the surface. The highly significant departure of Adriannewey in early 2025, a figure so integral to the team's success, signaled what many saw as the first major undeniable crack in Red Bull's seemingly impenetrable armor, raising questions about the team's future direction. Yet, even beneath the dazzling surface of continued on-track success, the victories and podium finishes that masked the underlying issues. Deeper, more complex issues were beginning to simmer, threatening to destabilize the very foundations upon which the Red Bull dynasty was built. The 2025 season was meant to be another Red Bull victory lap, but rivals Ferrari and McLaren had closed the gap. While Verstappen still won races, Red Bull's dominance faded as strategic errors and inconsistent performances crept in. Sergio Perez struggled, leaving Verstappen to battle alone against two-car threats from Ferrari and McLaren. By the summer break, Red Bull's lead in the Constructors' Championship had nearly vanished. Ferrari's consistency and McLaren's speed exposed Red Bull's vulnerabilities. The aura of invincibility was gone, replaced by uncertainty and pressure. The departure of Adriannewey left a technical void, and internal power struggles began to impact performance. The once unified team now appeared fractured, with on-track struggles mirroring off-track drama. Red Bull's slump was a symptom of deeper turmoil within the organization. Whispers and rumors surrounding Max Verstappen's future began to circulate with increasing intensity. The Formula One paddock, always a hotbed of speculation, buzzed with theories and conjecture about the reigning world champion's next move. This surge in speculation coincided with a growing awareness of internal instability within the Red Bull racing team. What was once confined to hushed conversations behind closed doors started to spill out into the public domain, fueling further uncertainty. Despite the security of a contract that extended all the way through 2028, a long-term commitment by any standard, questions lingered about Verstappen's long-term plans. At the heart of it all, Verstappen's unwavering loyalty was to winning. He is a driver driven by the pursuit of excellence and victory. As the team experienced a noticeable dip in form, failing to consistently deliver the performance expected of a championship-caliber outfit, Verstappen understandably became unsettled. The frustration was palpable. Adding fuel to the fire, Jos Verstappen, Max's father, made public criticisms of the team's management and performance. Simultaneously, Mercedes, a rival team with a proven track record, expressed a clear interest in acquiring Verstappen's services. This combination of factors, internal strife, performance concerns, public criticism, and external interest fueled intense speculation about a possible move for the star driver. The rumor mill went into overdrive. The internal power struggle within Red Bull, which had previously been carefully guarded and kept private, now threatened to cost the team its greatest asset, Max Verstappen, the driver who had brought them so much success and glory. Factions began to form within the team, creating a divided and potentially destructive atmosphere. Some remained loyal to Christian Horner, the team principal, while others aligned themselves with the Austrian parent company and the influential Helmut Marko. As a result, trust eroded, creating a toxic environment that permeated every aspect of the team's operations. This internal conflict undermined the unity and camaraderie that had once defined Red Bull's success and allowed them to dominate the sport. Verstappen, a driver known for valuing a focused and harmonious atmosphere within his team, found the ongoing drama and political maneuvering increasingly untenable and detrimental to his performance. His close and long-standing relationship with Helmut Marko became a significant sticking point as Marko's influence within the team appeared to wane, causing further concern for Verstappen. Verstappen made it unequivocally clear that Helmut Marko's continued presence and involvement within the team were absolutely crucial for his own future at Red Bull. The internal unrest was no longer simply a distraction or an annoyance. It had escalated into a direct and immediate threat to the team's overall stability, its competitive edge, and its long-term future in Formula One. The potential split between Red Bull and Christian Horner wasn't a sudden decision, but rather the culmination of 18 months of escalating internal conflict. This wasn't just a disagreement. It was a deep-seated battle for control and direction within the racing giant, and of course, intense controversy, the kind that plays out not just behind closed doors but under the full glare of the Formula One spotlight. An independent investigation into Horner in early 2024, triggered by serious allegations, exposed a deep and complex power struggle, one that pitted Horner against elements of Red Bull's Austrian leadership, specifically those with close ties to the company's founders. The final decision regarding Horner's future, announced strategically just before the summer break, was carefully timed to minimize disruption to the team's operations and allow for a more controlled and smooth transition of leadership. The goal was to avoid a complete implosion mid-season. Concerns about Red Bull's potential faltering 2025 performance, with rivals closing the gap, and the very real risk of losing their star driver, Max Verstappen, to a competing team, ultimately forced the hand of the parent company's top executives in Austria. They had to act decisively. The board made the difficult decision to prioritize securing Verstappen's long-term future with the team, even if it meant parting ways with Horner, firmly believing that the exceptional driver was absolutely key to the team's ongoing success and championship aspirations. The impending departure of Adriannewey, the legendary designer, who openly cited internal politics as a major factor in his decision, further weakened Horner's already precarious position within the organization. The intense public scrutiny from the media and the increasingly visible internal division within the team were significantly damaging the Red Bull brand's reputation, both on and off the track. Under new leadership, the team desperately sought to put an end to its internal civil war, to quell the infighting, and restore a sense of stability and unity within the ranks. Ultimately, Horner's exit was about far more than just the departure of one man from a leadership role. It represented a fundamental reset for Red Bull's future direction, a chance to rebuild and begin a new chapter. Red Bull Racing has adopted a dual leadership model, appointing Laurentmekies as team principal and alanpermane as sporting director. This marks a shift from Horner's singular leadership to a more collaborative approach. Mekies, with experience at Ferrari and AlphaTauri, brings engineering expertise and a calm, methodical style. Permane, a veteran from Enstone's many guises, is renowned for his operational acumen and deep regulatory knowledge. Together, they offer stability and technical depth, aiming to rebuild unity and focus within the team. The new structure is designed to foster collaboration and prepare Red Bull for the major regulation changes in 2026. Their immediate challenge: restore calm and cohesion to a fractured organization. Red Bull's leadership is betting on experience and teamwork to guide the team through turbulent times. Red Bull's official statement on Horner's departure balanced gratitude with a clear message of change. CEO Oliver Mintzlaff praised Horner's 2 decades of dedication, highlighting the team's 7 drivers and 6 constructors' championships. The tribute acknowledged Horner's role in building Red Bull Racing into a powerhouse. Yet, the statement also emphasized the need for a strategic reboot to stay competitive, especially with 2026's technical challenges ahead. The leadership change was framed as essential for restoring stability and refocusing on winning. Mintzlaff's closing remarks were respectful but final, closing the book on a legendary tenure. Red Bull honored its past while making a decisive move toward a new future. Horner's departure signals a fundamental shift in Red Bull's strategy and culture. The new dual leadership model dismantles the era of absolute authority, moving toward a more corporate, decentralized system. This collaborative approach aims to foster creativity, retain key staff, and stabilize the team ahead of the 2026 regulation changes. The top priority: create an environment that convinces Verstappen to stay and prevents further high-profile departures. Mekies and Permane must rebuild trust and unity, aligning Red Bull's management with rivals like Mercedes and Ferrari. The change is an admission that past methods may not suit the future's complexity. With budget caps and new regulations, a distributed leadership team is better equipped for modern Formula One. Red Bull is betting on collaboration and stability to secure its long-term success. The leadership reboot is timed for the massive 2026 regulation changes, especially the new power units. Red Bull will build its own engine with Ford, a monumental challenge requiring total focus and unity. Internal turmoil threatened to derail this project, so the leadership change was made to ensure undivided attention. Mekies' engineering background and Permane's operational expertise are seen as crucial for integrating the racing and powertrain teams. Their job create a stable platform for Red Bull powertrains to deliver a winning engine. The stakes are high. Success could mean a new era of dominance. Failure could see Red Bull fall down the grid. Securing Verstappen's commitment is vital as the team navigates this transition. The reboot is Red Bull's strategic bet on stability for the challenges ahead. Christian Horner's departure ends an era of success and turmoil at Red Bull Racing. The move to a collaborative leadership model is a deliberate attempt to restore stability and rebuild trust. Mekies and Permane's immediate priority is to unify the team and refocus on the championship fight. With 2026's engine regulations looming, Red Bull needed to eliminate distractions and secure Verstappen's future. The message from Austria: no individual is bigger than the team's long-term health. Red Bull stands at a crossroads, choosing renewal and adaptation over nostalgia. The loss of Horner brings uncertainty, but also opportunity for a fresh start. The Red Bull dynasty isn't over. It's being rebooted for a new era in Formula One.